I thank you for all the prayers and the assistance you have been giving to me through cash and kindness. As I promised, I'm going to deliberate on all the 256 Odu, Ifa, or Romela. Today, I am going to talk on Odu. Osetra Osetra is taking number 237. Odu, Ifa, or Romela. It speaks about the power of women. It says if they are not given honor and respect, then they can be angered and they have the ability to destroy the world. That is women, power of women. That is etc. The lives of all men are in the hands of women. If a husband succeeds, let us look at his wife. The success of a family is in the hands of women. The Odu teaches us not to undervalue women. The Odu teaches us not to overvalue women. This Ifa says, Ajuba, Agbarid Gode, divine for Osun Segese, owner of a hair cup decorated with iron. When she was in a secret place, she spoiled the sacrifice of other divinities who is performing a sacrifice without involving the owner of the sacrifice. Osun Ewoji was the person who are not involved in the sacrifice. We are all on our knees. We are begging you, let us kneel and prostrate before women. We are all born by women. Before we became recognized as human beings. This is what Ifa or Romila or Setua is talking about. In Ire, Osetua Ebo of the Odu Osetua works of Osetua to Osun to remove delay. Osetua, when you are carrying this Ifa as your Odu, whatever delay you are passing through, you need to do Ebo. You have to make sacrifice. The keynote here is by giving a kute of future, ayawesu. Wodi yana akari sonawe of future yawe of future. Evani eraso boy a sunarie by kugbe. In order for the obstacle or delay of this Odu, we don't leave that person. The same. Osetra because it was in their mouth. Because Osetra, the assay of Osetra is in their mouth. They wanted to kill all of it here. Oduduwa is the father of Osetra and gives the vital spirit to Spam, Matozua. Esun and Osetra became bearer of the offerings to heaven. That is when whatever sacrifice that is being made, whether you are making it through Ogun, through Shango, through Oromila, any other resource, the agents or the spirits that are necessary to convey that sacrifice from this mother earth to heaven, it is Esu and etc. I use this video to tell my viewers all over the world as an Oluwo, Ifa, Oromila. I am a bona fide Shango priest. I am a bona fide Oloku priest. I am a bona fide Aje Oloku or Baitala priest. Egbe Eziza Sakmana Mbogu. I'm a specialist on these orisas. When I use the word orisas, what I mean are other deities like Ogun, like Shango. Because there are some people who ask me, is it only Ifa or Romila I specialize on? No. I specializes on every other deities, whether be it Oloku, Shango, Eziza, Osun, Sakmana Gbogu, Egbe, Aje Oloku. I always call Aje Oluwa because he's a god of money. Obatalao, Ebugu, These are the area and specializes on. As an Oluwo, always understand the Oluwo. Oluwo means someone that is Baba in all, father of secrets. So wherever area you are having problem in whatever orisas, I use the word orisas. Some people call it juju, but I use the word is orisa. Kebo ruri alewu. You are having challenges on this. I want you to contact me. Ask me question whether it's Oloko, whether it's Shango, whether it's Eziza, whether it's Sabala, wherever you are having challenges, all this body, this is the area I specialize on. What Oshe is making us to understand is that how can sacrifice be conveyed from this physical earth to heaven? This is where Oshe comes in by the usage and the power of women. That's why I said woman cannot be initiated to Odu, because woman that has a womb is already initiated to Odu right from heaven. It is only man that can be able to be initiated to heaven, to Odu. That is why for you to have your area or year when you are being initiated to Ifa, I always say it's preferable a man. Yes, the reason why I say preferable a man, because a man has no womb, a woman has a womb. So it is only a man that be initiated to Odu can be able to do that. But if a woman has already been initiated to Ifa or Romila, now if someone is interested to serve her own Ifa, or no we again, I won't know we again no man to Bobby can Ifa, or one in Betty we again no money, or Betty where yes, we are when but you are not to initiate that person. Then secondly, when you are going to initiate someone an area, it's also possible here to boil here for the one man understanding the year. But this year is the conductor, is the one that will make the practical sacrifice. Look for a special man, a specialist on Ifa that can be here on this note. Oshe, as we are talking about, is a symbol of a woman. The power of a woman. The power of a woman. And that is Olodumare. God Almighty was the one that gave Oshe the authority right from heaven. That is why Oshe will be called upon when sacrifice is being done, when the tutu is ready. And I'm now, as they say for Neto Boy, we have said, I am Wekba. They are Namunia Sono, Namune Suno, Oshe will always be called upon. Before you start divination, but in Ekpako, what you need to do, before every other Odu is called upon, Oshe is the first Odu that comes in before every other supplementary Odu will come. Oshe will be the first, which is the owner of key to open road for the other Odu. After Oshe, Ogbebeji come. From Ogbeji before Ofumeji, after the Mejis, which the senior Odu has been registered on board, you will now write whatever Odu sacrifice you want to make. That's why I tell people, for you to get Ifa proficiency, effectiveness of Ifa, for your Ifa to be reinforced, it is necessary for you to do Ebo. Nikbako is the fastest sacrifice. When I'm talking about Nikbako, we don't need your Ikem, which is your Ifa or Romila. We don't need your Ikem, which is your Ifa or Romila. No. What is needed is the name of your Ifa. It's written on the board. This is the Ikem, Ifa or Romila. This is the Ikem. The Oromila, the power of this here is a spirit. It's in you, which is the Oromila. The Ubodu, which is this very one, Podu. This is where you are connected with Ike, with the Olodumare. This is your Uri, connected with Ike, which is Ifa, to Olodumare. This is where the power, where Oromila, we always go with you. So, my beloved brothers and sisters, those people both at home and diaspora, as I've said, there's a temple in Benin. Whatever areas you are facing challenges, leave whatever shade. Oromila has been gifted to me, as I've said. It's a gift. It's a grace. It's a grace. So I want each of everyone, whatever area you are having challenges, come to me. Call me, comment on my comment section. Whatever area you are facing challenges, problems, your Ifa is not working. Your Shango is not active. Your local is not active. Your exercise is not active. You cannot remember your dream. Things are shattered. I want you to communicate to me. My numbers is here. communicate to me, ask me questions. I have an answer that will give you a better life. So what I'm still saying is that Ifa is talking, Ifa is speaking, Oracle is talking. It depends on the man, which is human, that is interpreting that Odu, that can be able to tell you what to do. Oromila is a spirit. It cannot walk here in the physical. It must enter into a physical body like this body. The energy of this Ifa is what is floating in me. That is why at times I tell people, I'm Oromila, called by Ifa. So my beloved brothers and sisters, as I've told you, Osetra is a very fine Odu. We should not underrate or undervalue women. Let us consider women, the importance of women. This is what this Odu is saying. Then the same thing, these are the taboos that you are carrying yourself towards your petrol do. You are not supposed to eat okpa, cup. No, you are not supposed to eat okpa, cup, roaster, no, corn, no. These are taboos. You are to be affiliated orisas, to be initiated to what Sakpana of Bogu. This is where Sakpana is also one very, very important. This is very Odu. Not just Shango. After initiating to Shango, you have to really carry initiated to Sakpana. The cat is a thief by nature. Cat, Ologbo. Ologbo. Ologbo to boy. Oji no keni ade. Oji ologbo ki keni ade. The cat is a thief by nature. That is what we all have to understand. So whatever thing that we ought to also understand that as Osetua, some of those things you need to do is to avoid kokonyam, aka, iyoko aka. You are not to eat iyoko aka. It's a taboo in this Odu. This is the what is this Odu is forbidden. You are not to eat iyoko aka, or iyoko aka. You are not to eat that. The same thing. Always try. In this Odu, 2 Esu is very important. Esu, Elegbara, and Osu and Osuodara is very, very important because Osetua is the one that will always convey your sacrifice, which is your sacrifice, Etutu, right from earth to what? To heaven. It's a carrier of sacrifice. This is Osetua. The same thing is this. For your able to be effective, your sacrifice to be effective, Osetua is the messenger of all the other Odu. His name in heaven, hear this. The name of Osetua in heaven is called Elagboda. Elagboda, that is the name of Osetua in heaven. Elagboda, that is the one who makes the ebo effective, is the one that can make the ebo effective. In this Odu, Eshukom came to transport all the sacrifice to the foot of Olodumare so that they were accepted, and how he does became the carrier of offerings on earth and heaven. For these characteristics, it is known as the what? As the Elagbok. Elagbok, one of the first functions of Esu in the planetary system, etc. It was when Ifa was launched for the earth. When she died, she opened her immense mouth and the sacrifice filled her life. This is what we need to understand. So whenever sacrifice is being made, there is an Odu which is responsible to carry this Odu. And there's a word of incantation you need to call upon. You speak it. That Odu will come. That spirit Odu will come. That agent of carrier will come and will not convey your sacrifice from physical to the spiritual world. That is when, at times, when we do our sacrifice, the moment I consult Ifa and Ifa said all is well, I always say all is well. Obaitala is also very important. This is very Odu. Obaitala and Ajay Olukum is as well important. So if you are carrying this Odu as your petrol Odu, please try as much possible to do or to be initiated to the affiliated research so that things will not go on well with you. The person who gets this Ifa is told that there is a person who says that he or she does not know anything and they have wanted to discredit her. But why he or she, our guardian agent, does not abandon him, nobody can really, abandon that person. So in this very Odu, what you need in life, if you go pretend you don't need it. Osetra is saying that what if this Osetra comes out, either at divination or at Atubudu, the person should be advised that something you need, something you have an interest on, pretend that you don't need it at all. That is how you will succeed in life. I greet you once again as I remain Apostle, Elder, Doctor, Festus, Enobakare Igbunosun. Please, my backup page to this TikTok is Ifa or Barayoka Temple. There's a backup page. I want you to follow me on my backup page on TikTok. Ifa or Barayoka Temple. Just, follow me there. You will see more details of Odu Ifa, Oromila, and Ori other Orisas. And my number still remains 070 311 54906. The other number is 080 567 435 99. Please, whatever area you are confused related to African traditional religion, particularly with Ifa, Olokun, Shango, Eziza, Egbe, Obaitala, Ajolokun, you are having challenges. I want you to contact me. I will tell you on how to have a better life on this. They are still talking, they are still working. This is our belief, and it's an ancient deity, and they are really very much effective. I greet you once again. Iriwo ya, ayagbo, ayato, ayako, babawa.